to attend this event were three things. Number one is the focus that the Cape media has placed on empowering young people. And the speakers before me, especially the young people, have talked about why we have to think young people and why we have to act young people. Our good friend who was giving us statistics where we had the demographics of young people said that our average population, and I want to still insist, I think world meter, how did you call it? Says 19, but me, I know it is 17 years. So our average age is 17 years. And that means as a country, we are growing young and younger every day. So the reason also why I came here now from the MSME, from the business sector, was also just to commend you for moving with time, for your rebirth, for repositioning yourself, and for actually considering media as a value chain. That's why I'm here. I'm here because I know we are talking about content. But when I hear about content, for me, I see money. For me, it's about money. When I see Dr. Fweneke say everything he's saying here is about money. So our work is to see how do we support Kenyans, especially young people, to enterprise all their spaces. If they can sing, if they can dance, like our beautiful lady was here, that is now their job. That's the employment they're talking about. So early in the day, we had conversation on how do we mainstream young. Farida has defined them by age, 18 years to 35. But you need to try and analyze and break down and bundle who are these young people of today. You'll agree with me, the young people of today, the 18-year-old of today is not the same as the 18-year-old of 20 years ago. They're totally different. How they position themselves, and that's why even here, whereas we're talking here, you know that there is not that they're disrespectful, but that's how they exist, isn't it? And we have to see now how do we survive with them, how do we coexist with them. So we are talking about young people who have gone to school better than their parents. The current young people are well educated than their parents. The current young people are technologically savvy. You give a 5-year-old child a phone and she'll open everything. The other day I was struggling with my son, just turned 13 years. And I didn't know when I gave him a phone about 2 months ago, and I said, maybe this phone you can connect with your friend. She has all the accounts. And you know what he has said? That he's almost 20 years. You see, that's because he has to feel as if he's an adult. So he has a Facebook account, he has a TikTok account, has all these things. So a week ago, I went to his room. He fell asleep while watching those kind of things. When I picked the phone like this, my friend, the kind of content that is moving around. And if you look at the profile, this boy is positioning himself as an adult. A poor 13-year-old. This is a young person. In just 2 years, he has opened all accounts that I do not even have myself. He takes photos, he posts. And it's content creation. And he's doing all these things. So it is good to underscore the kind of young people that you're dealing with, even as we work on the interventions. that can support and empower them. We are talking about young people who are global citizens. You are still here in Kenya, even though Farida are talking about being local, but them they are in the US. You are here, they are in Europe. You are here, they are in Korea. You are here. You are seated with them. You are having dinner, you are having everything, but their mind is not where we are. We're talking about the young people who are in that space. Again, we are talking about young people who their work ethic is different. They are not 8 to 5 p.m. They are not. And if you want to make most out of them, it's not to condition them. P.S. Saboken I will tell you, whenever we sit in offices, because most of them, again, they're youth. Most of our employees are young people. And sometimes they don't come to work, but they can do the assignments. So the question, do you want me to come there physically, or do you want me to do my assignment, meet the deadline, and send you? So you see, you're looking at the way they work, design also has to take effect. So these young people, they're an industry. They're an enterprise. So many things. They have so many ideas. The creativity, if you are to open that skull, there's so many things. It's like an engine. Everything is happening there. So you cannot condition them. So why was it important for me to share the type of young people that you're dealing with? So that when we come up with programs, when we come up with interventions, we must come up with those interventions that fit into their context. And not just they're assuming that this is their context, that meet them at their space. When Freda Coronel was telling Dr. Fueneke that can he try to, I was saying, Dr. Fueneke, stop, it's not good to, ati hapo nyuma, weenda mali wako ambie wase, mwache kupiga kele. You must go where they are. Now, today unemployment, a youth unemployment, is both a challenge and it can also be an opportunity. And if you were to ask these young people, they're not even asking for employ me from 8 to 5 p.m. They're saying, create opportunity for me. What they're asking for, how can I make money? Isn't it? How do I make what? Money. It's about making money. I want money to put into the pocket. And so what you're doing is a good step, and I want to commend you for aligning with what the young people are looking for being probably the first media, like you said, in a long, long time, to have thought of venturing into that space of promoting creative economy. About 3 weeks ago, I had an engagement with a group of young people who are beneficiaries of Nyota business support. And one of them said, currently he's a boda. He comes from the sides of Kajiado North constituency. But he told me, and this actually, if you people sometimes you follow the government spokes, he said it, that, why can't you as a government find a way of having studios which are at least affordable? Because me, I can sing, where I can come in and even pay 1,000 bob, 2,000 bob, record my song and go sell it. And I was telling him we are trying to figure out on how to do this, but you have taken the challenge, and the first commitment which made me to come here is to tell you that I want to partner. We want to partner with you to make it happen. So the initiative that we have that promotes access to finance, the various projects, the Nyota projects, and that was a Nyota beneficiary. In fact, they were asking me on the Hustler Fund, why can't you also create a window where we in the creative industry can also borrow purposively for recording our songs and taking them there. And I want to tell you, I'm challenged tonight by just looking at young people and we are going to take that forward, and we are going to work with you because you're already doing something. I mean, as a government, we do not have to reinvent the wheel. We just need to bring that funding opportunity so that our young people can then access the opportunity there, grow their talent, monetize, and also exist and contribute to the economy like any other. So I have seen an opportunity. I have also seen an opportunity in terms of coming up with a table. You see, when we went around there, I realized there is one program which I'm not seeing here. You are teaching people link up, you're teaching people do what, but you're not teaching people how to make money. Money. So I want to partner with you that every week we should have a show that can teach our young people on how to make. Hallelujah. Okay, at least you remember God. Yeah? So I think because sometimes people think and they look at things and they take them for granted. They don't appreciate. And I agree with you. People usually say, there's the usual saying that politics is local, right? I tell people business is also local. You have to begin from where you are. And especially in Africa, we are surrounded with lots of business opportunities because they say we have a lot of problems. And beneath every problem, there is an opportunity. And more so, a business opportunity. So I think I see an opportunity for partnering. And that's why I think your team has been very aggressive in reaching out to us and in supporting us. Sometimes we don't even pay for the airtime, but they support us. But most of the time, we also pay. I think this gentleman, you'll agree that I'm also a shareholder, isn't it? Because if I'm I give you, I buy airtime from you, am I not a shareholder? Yeah, so, but lastly, yes, I commend you. Now, turning to this other channel, the news channel, TV 47, you know we reside in a world which has limited resources, scarce resources. And we have many people looking for opportunities. But there is one thing that the media of this country has let us down. It will be such a great disservice if I don't point that out. If you see that most of young people are now running to TikTok to tell their own story, it's because there is a gap. When we were in school, media, we used to be told media is the fourth estate. Media is the driver of economic change. They do that by informing on where opportunities are. Unfortunately, the government, which is a house of opportunities, is doing a lot. Any initiative that the government does anywhere across the world represent the opportunity, is an opportunity to the people. But the media has, our present day media in Kenya, has refused to sell opportunities. They look at the glass as half, is about empty and not full. That's what they do. And therefore, we're selling depression, we sell hopelessness, we sell negativity. We have refused to show our young people that here is an opportunity, and this is how to access this opportunity. We are as guilty as charged when our young people become more depressed because we have refused to tell the young people where the opportunities are. And therefore, it is my plea that keep media in your rebirth as you reposition yourself. People are looking for opportunities all over. You know, people are going to WhatsApp to see where there is, what can I do? They want those positive vibes. So I want to plead with you that may you also position yourself as that media house in Kenya that is going to begin to sell hope to the majority of Kenyans who are looking for ways of empowering themselves. And on that, I'm willing to work with you, and many of my colleagues are willing to work with you. Take an example of Nyota. We say talking about Nyota. I will go to the media house, I get interviewed. Unfortunately, what the reporter will ask me, so hiyo pesa ya Nyota ni mkopo ama ni nini? That's the first question. So, by the way, these young people, are they going to pay? What is your problem? You want to know whether they are going to pay. So we are selling depression. So it's just my appeal that we need, you can also still make profit by just focusing on selling opportunities. So maybe we need also to transform. So you say that this is the beginning of that transformation. Let us sell good news. People are looking for where to get positive news. It does not mean that if you amplify what the government is doing, what the private sector is doing, that you are going to look outdated. There are a number of people here who are looking to where can I find this linkage. And I think, MD, I think this is a challenge I want to throw to you, that there's a lot of opportunity, a space that other media houses, your competitors probably are not venturing in. As now you have decided to join hands with young people to support them through creative economy, let us also join hands, especially with us, the government, and see how can we amplify opportunities so that our young people can maximize on them. So finally, on our positive note, I just want to say congratulations, and say for the young people who are here, especially the ladies, you know, we used to have a retail franchise called, let me not say name, but they used to say, if you want it, it's a retail, it's like a supermarket. They used to go by, if you want it, you've got it. If you want it, isn't it? You remember? Yeah, I don't want to mention the name. That if you want it, we've got it. I think young people want everything that you need. And the ladies here, especially the young ladies who are here, we can do everything. You could be a trained lawyer, but you can still venture into other sectors. Take advantage of the opportunities that we have. Let's see how we can get most out of the media value chain. Nobody had thought about studios. We usually just hear Perry Studios, or after watching the movie, you see what production, you know, running. And I was asking myself, why are they running with so many? And then there, this and this production. I think this is where now KEP is going to take us. And like you say, Ian, are you trying to tell us now we should stop watching Afro cinema continues? That's what, you know, he said that from day onwards, we should start watching. And you know, we have lots of local content. Kwanza Kenya tuna tabia yetu, si ndio? Tuna tabia yetu, you know, tunapenda tusomewa Kenya. You scold us. Kwanza leaders, you scold us. Lakini sikia ati Munaija amescold Mkenya. Mutamwambia mane, ni story yetu, tutagombanizana, tutukanane, lakini mtu mwingine asishike mke. So, that's what I want to agree with you, that we have a lot of the stories. We're very unique. We should not just be known for running. We should not cross country or those marathoners. We should not just be known for sports and all those things. We should also be known about our content and what you do. With those many stories, and I know I'm standing in between. Umesha peana kale ka cocktail? Okay. Lakini kama cocktail imetembea, next time usipeane cocktail kabla tumalize na hii maneno yote. Wewe ndio umeharibu hii maneno. Mbona ulipeana cocktail? Madam PS, ni wewe tunangojea umalize tu alafu cocktail. Lakini ulikuwa na create content ya cocktail. Ama hizi kelele pia ni content. Ni cocktail ya Nyota. Hapana, usiingiza hapa nyota. All of these people here are overqualified. They're ineligible because they've gone to school properly. They're already making money. They're not between 18 to 29 years. They've gone beyond secondary. So hatu lisema siju lisoma hapo kasoma hapo ka drop ukafanya nini. So you cannot benefit from nyota. Now allow me.
Hey, Madam Pierce, tumalize tu basi.
I want now to invite. You can go. You know you are overqualified. So now allow me to invite my good brother, the broadcaster, Dr. Stephen Isaboke, who is our chief guest tonight. Tafadhali situsimame tu basi.